Hi, I'm Mr. Jones and welcome to Nonfiction Night. Tonight we'll be reading Who Would Win, Alligator versus Python. And don't forget you can respond on Flipgrid and your Flipgrid may be chosen to win this book, and then also it's a reading counts test for 3 points. Who would win, alligator versus python? What would happen if an alligator had a fight with a python? Wow, these are two deadly reptiles. Who is the toughest? Who do you think would win? Meet the alligator. This is an American alligator. It can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Scientific name, Alligator mississippiensis. This creature lives from Texas to North Carolina. Now meet the python. This is a Burmese python. Scientific name, Python bivitatus. The Burmese python can grow up to 19 feet. People have seen them swallow a deer, a cat, and a pig. Yikes. Crocodilia. There are 4 types of reptiles in an animal group called Crocodilia: the crocodile, the alligator, the gabial, and the caiman. The smallest crocodilian. The Currier's dwarf caiman is the smallest. All 4 types of crocodilia have lots of teeth. We will use an American alligator to fight the Burmese python. Big snakes. The Burmese python is one of the 5 largest snakes in the world. Here are the other 4. The reticulated python, the longest snake in the world, the green anaconda, the heaviest snake in the world, the African rock python, the biggest snake in Africa, and the scrub python, another huge snake. Behave. The American alligator lives in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Most of these are warm Gulf Coast states. Alligators love water. They live in ponds, lakes, rivers, estuaries, swamps, marshlands, and bayous. They tolerate a little salt water and brackish water, but they prefer fresh water. We know where you live. The Burmese python lives in Southeast Asia. It got its name from Burma, which is now called Myanmar. Oops, some careless people let pet Burmese pythons go in the Florida Everglades. Now the Everglades are overrun by pythons that don't belong here. They are an invasive species. Sorry, saltwater crocodiles. You are the biggest, heaviest, scariest, and meanest of all crocodiles, but you are too big for this book. Saltwater crocodiles live in Australia. We'll save you for another Who Would Win book. How about saltwater crocodile versus mosquito? And here's a picture of an albino alligator. You're out too. Here's the smallest snake in the world, the Barbados thread snake. It can't be in this book either. Sorry, it's too small to fight the alligator. Typical Burmese pythons have a color design similar to a giraffe. An albino Burmese python is mostly white, but has some color, usually light yellow or light orange. Teeth. Alligators have huge, strong jaws full of big teeth. They have about 80 teeth, which are powerful weapons. And here's a fact. An alligator's jaw has the bite strength equal to 2,000 pounds per square inch. No human can lift 2,000 pounds. That's a ton. Fangs and teeth. Snakes don't chew their food. They have teeth designed to hold dinner. Slowly, their strong, flexible jaws wiggle the food into their mouths, and they swallow it whole. Yikes! Burmese python teeth are sharp fangs that can face inward. It is hard for an animal to escape the bite of a Burmese python. Roll a great tactic. When an alligator gets a hold of an animal, it rolls. This twists the animal and often breaks its arms or legs. An alligator is so strong, it can roll and rip its prey's limbs right off. The roll is an amazing move. How do alligators learn it? We can only wonder. Encircle and squeeze, a deadly technique. Burmese pythons kill their prey by encircling them and squeezing them. They squeeze until the animal can't breathe. And here are two pictures, one of the alligator rolling and one of the python squeezing. Alligator tail. The alligator has a long, thick tail. The tail is almost as long as the rest of the body. It uses the tail to steer and swim. Do snakes have tails? Not really. Its whole body is shaped like a tail. Pythons are also excellent swimmers. Burmese pythons are faster in the water, but they swim at about 5 miles per hour. And alligators swim at about 10 miles per hour. Hidden. Can you find the alligator? He is well disguised in the swamp. The alligator patiently waits with his nose and eyes above water. Alligators have been known to hold their breath for up to an hour. In cold water, an alligator can hold its breath even longer. Camouflaged. The Burmese python is also well disguised. It looks like leaves on the ground. Beware, Burmese pythons can climb trees. Food. Alligators eat insects, snails, fish, turtles, and other reptiles when they are young. As an alligator gets older, they eat larger creatures. A young alligator might get eaten by a big fish, hawk, or eagle. Hatchlings, watch out. Let's eat. A Burmese python eats anything it can swallow whole. A Burmese python can unhinge its jaw, stretch its ligaments, and swallow something bigger than its mouth. Usually small mammals, frogs, and birds. People eat alligators. Some people eat alligators. You might find these menu items on some U.S. Gulf Coast steaks. Grilled alligator steak, alligator fingers and French fries, barbecue alligator, and alligator sausages. People eat pythons too. Americans do not usually eat pythons, but some of us eat other snakes, such as rattlesnakes. In other parts of the world, people eat pythons. They say it's delicious. Alligator skin. Many products are made from alligator skin. They include cowboy boots, belts, shoes, pants, and car seat covers. Here's a picture of an alligator saying, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the coolest reptile of all?" Burmese python skin. Snakes have smooth, rugged skin. You can often identify a snake by the color and design of its skin. And here's a fact, snakes are not slimy, they have dry, scaly skin. I see you. Alligators have excellent eyesight. And about their feet, alligators have strong legs and tough, ugly feet with long nails. They are great at digging holes to bury uneaten food or dig pools of water. Here's a picture of the rear foot, and here's a picture of the front foot. I sense you. Python brains see a visual world and a thermal world. Thermal means heat. And pythons have heat sensors in their mouth. They can see your heat. Now, snakes don't have feet. Snakes slither along the ground on their wide belly scales. Here's a bottom view of the snake's belly scales. All right, here we go. A Burmese python and an alligator meet each other in the Florida Everglades. The alligator bites the python, but the huge snake is not the type of food the alligator likes. It has a strange feel, and there are no limbs to rip off. He lets the snake go. The python spins around and encircles the alligator. The fight takes a long time. The snake starts squeezing the alligator, and the alligator flips and tries to roll away. The alligator tries to hide, and then tries to bite. The python slips away. After a long battle back and forth, the alligator gets tired. The snake encircles the alligator, then unhinges the jaw and starts swallowing the alligator. The python's strong jaw and throat muscles keep on pulling in the alligator. The alligator can't breathe. The snake swallows the head. It swallows the alligator's body. Its legs are rugged and tough to eat. The python finally gets the alligator's tail inside of its mouth. It's an ugly sight. The alligator is dead. The python has a bellyache. It will take about a month for the python to digest it. But the python won this fight. All right, and at the end, here is a who has the advantage checklist between the alligator and the Burmese python. All right, this is one way that the fight could have ended, but you can look at these different checklists with the characteristics of each alligator and the Burmese python, and looking at those, how do you think that the fight could have ended? Take a good look at those. And a perfect way to respond to that question is with the Flipgrid. Respond to that question and what you thought about the book. And once again, one Flipgrid will get chosen to win this book that is signed by Mr. Jones. And then don't forget to take the reading counts test on this book. It's 3 points, and those reading counts points do get turned into house points. Have a good night.